April until the start of October, it was clear blue skies and unadulterated sunshine every day. So I'm lucky enough to live at a property with a rooftop terrace, and that barbecue was pretty much permanently lit for about 6 months. A great time was had, although it was an interesting part of everyone's life, because it was, of course, the beginning of COVID and lockdowns. So the barbecue was lit and the sun was lovely, but okay, yeah, great. So this rain's coming back. So yeah, it was a strange time for everyone, but the weather was great. So I'm seeking shelter inside this under this bridge. I'm sorry, guys, but I just don't feel like going out there. Well, this bridge is a bit leaky, actually. It's not really providing great protection for me. Okay, so okay, yeah. Right, I'll give this front camera a bit of a wipe. Okay. Okay. Hello, we have a viewer on YouTube. Welcome to the Hikarious Adventures experiment, where we're going to attempt to live stream some hikes around the UK and abroad. You're one of our first viewers on the YouTube platform, and we appreciate you wherever you're tuning in from. So we're going to go up to the top of Box Hill today, which is a popular little bit of nature just not far out of London. Yeah, it's a little bit windy here. We are going to head into some trees. We're going to head to some, there'll be some more trees coming up, so hopefully that microphone noise will get reduced soon. Although you're going to have to, we've got a fairly busy road before then as well. I might actually try and find a tree to shelter under. But please like and subscribe if you like this content. I have to admit, one of my annoyances when I watch far too much YouTube than I should. And one of my annoyances is people asking you to like and subscribe before they've even made a decision about whether they like you or not. So if you like this, if you're interested in this, and if you would like to help us to try and expand this project and go on more exciting hikes, then obviously liking, subscribing, smashing that bell is a very, very valuable thing for us to have you do. And so please do that if you're that way inclined. I'm going to get splashed by one of these cars in a moment, and if it happens, I better make sure I get it on camera. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, we've got a bit of a gap in the road. This being a busy road, I want to take it while I've got the opportunity. Over the medium strip. Okay. So I'm wondering how many viewers, where our viewers are coming from, and whether they're concerned about the fact that people appear to be driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh, here we go, a bit of tree cover, that's great. Okay, Ronald, you're going to have to repeat that, mate. I didn't hear it. Oh. Okay. Oop. Okay. Right. Please leave some comments. I have Ronald back there in the studio and he's going to feed me any comments or any requests if you want a closer look at anything, if you want more information about who I am or about Hikarious or about where we are. I'll try and provide whatever additional information might tickle your fancy. So wow, there's some fair. We've got a bit of a drainage problem on this road. Some people are hitting some pretty massive puddles. It's always struck me that for a country that is renowned for its rain, I've never found Britain to be very good in terms of its rainwater management. Roads seem to flood, whole towns seem to flood. This could put a spanner in the works. It looks like that footpath is closed. I'm not. There is a bit of a detour here. So, what a shame. This does look like you're going to miss the famous stepping stones. Although I can go back and put the what? Ronald, can you repeat that? Put the camera on the signage. Oh, okay, yes, yeah. Okay, let's go over here. So the stepping stones. Let's see what we can find out about the stepping stones. How's that for you? Can I go in closer, or is that close enough, do you think? So, yeah, okay. So the stepping stones are over that way. There is a bridge. Yeah, so there is a bridge that goes over the stream that the stepping stones cover. And I very rarely take the bridge. It's not much of a detour. It's only adds a few hundred yards to the journey, so it's not going to make much difference. When I first saw that fence, I was a little bit worried that they'd cut off this approach to Box Hill entirely, and that would have been a problem because there are other ways up to the top, but they're by no means direct. So good fun. Morning. So yeah, so this is a bit more country-ish. This is probably what you came to see. I wonder if this is what people imagine when they hear the Thames being the countryside. Well, I've been a hiker for probably about 12 years. Ronald, can you see me? I think what we're getting is a really patchy video, so we might have some internet, some connection problems. We are at the side of Box Hill, so if you're finding this in, Okay. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that we experienced a little bit of a network connection issue, so we were out for a little while, but welcome back. We're about to cross the stream that we otherwise would have crossed using the stepping stones, but they're shut at the moment, so they're doing a bit of work on the path. This is looking very full. I think I know why the stepping stones might be shut, because the water level is probably too high to be able to use them. So I might have been swimming. Good morning. I might have been swimming across the. This looks like fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to get my feet wet. I can't see another way around it. So here we go. Oh no! Okay, yeah. So, I got 1 foot wet. I've never been a fan. I do believe in waterproof hiking footwear, but I've never been a fan of boots. I've always worn shoes, and one of the disadvantages of shoes is that they don't come up as high as boots, and so when you step through a puddle like that, invariably you get your feet wet. But that's one of the drawbacks of wearing shoes rather than boots. But there you go, a bit of gear talk for those hikers out there. It may well be that you disagree with me. So at the end of last year, I went on a little walk up a trail that, rather obscure trail called the Appalachian Trail, that I'm sure no one's ever heard of, starting in Georgia and walking up to, I got as far as Irwin in Tennessee. 360.1 miles covered over 5 weeks. And I wore trail runners there. Because the weather allowed for it. There wasn't too much rain, and I think there's a different expectation over there that you're going to get your feet wet, just, you know, so you may as well wear comfy shoes, because if you're going to get your feet wet anyway, why bother with restrictive footwear? Anyway, sorry, I should get back to Box Hill. I went on a little bit of a tangent there. I'm actually going to take a bit of a look at the stepping stones, because although we weren't able to walk across them, I think, let's see if I can fix this so that it stops coming. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to just walk back, and we should be yes, we should at least be able to. We should at least be able to look at the stepping stones, even if we can't cross them. I wonder if the water. Okay, so it may well be that the water is up at a level that you won't even be able to see the stones underneath, but we'll give it a shot for your benefit. For those people who may not have the opportunity to come back here, you can't possibly miss the famous step. Wow. Okay. I've never seen it flowing like that before. That's bizarre. Wow. Okay. This is new for me. Okay, left and right. Okay. Yeah, so here we are. I was expecting more people to be around. The Brits aren't usually afraid of a little bit of rain, and I was expecting to have more people around. But as you can see, those people who are out walking their dogs or off with their kiddies, they're pretty happy and not particularly put off by the idea that a strange man is walking around with cameras strapped to him, talking to himself. Okay, yeah, so Okay, this is going to require some imagination, people, but somewhere underneath that stream there are a series of sort of stepping stones with flat tops on them, very well worn down because they must have hundreds of thousands of people crossing. So if you're watching on Facebook and you like this and you think that other people should have the opportunity to see this kind of content, we'd really appreciate it if you liked and shared and did all that good stuff. Being a new project, you know, the quicker we can get people liking this kind of stuff, the more hikes we can do. Okay, so yeah, so all right, we're going to go up some steps. You're going to have to endure some rather heavy breathing from me because I usually come down these steps. If you have been watching since the beginning, you may recall that I told you I do this trail quite a lot. It's a circular route, but I usually do it in the other direction. The reason why I'm doing it this way around today is because we can get to Box Hill a bit quicker. And so if we did have a technical issue where the batteries ran out and we had to stop the live stream for any reason, I wanted to make sure that you saw actually Box Hill, which was the main point of the hike. So I'm going this way because Box Hill, the top of Box Hill, depending on my level of fitness, is probably about 20 minutes away. I reckon we'll be at the top. There's a bit of a monument at the top, and there's likely to be loads of people there. Yes. Okay. Welcome back to the live stream. We're going up the steps to the top of Box Hill, and so I'm gonna go with that. It ain't raining anymore, and that's good. All right. Yeah. So if you didn't hear me before, please excuse the heavy breathing because there's a lot of steps and I'm not as fit as I like to think I am. So these steps were redone sort of fairly recently. For a while I was coming on these hikes and there was all kinds of signs saying, you know, path closed, you can't use these steps because they were redoing them. Although there's still quite a few puddles where steps should be. Occasionally as you go up these hills, and I'm sure this isn't unique to, you get your little lookouts. Peering into the back gardens of people with abundant estates. Ooh, that's where we've come from. Okay, and that's where we're heading. I can hear myself breathing from the studio. Sorry about this, guys. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Whew. Oh, wonder. These are steep. So, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I tell you what, a good opportunity for a water. There's a little bench strategically placed up there, so I might have a sit down and have some water. Yeah. Okay. Oh. So I have descended these steps many times before, but I've only walked up them once before. So I think I was telling some of you that the three tallest the three tallest hills in Surrey are all around here. There's Leith Hill, Box Hill, and another hill, and the name escapes me. And this was the final one that you do during the Surrey Three Peaks, and I did that probably about a year ago as a charity walk with a big group of people who. So, morning. Yeah. Oh yeah, good. All right. Oh, I'll tell you what, I was going to have a drink of water, wasn't I? So. Okay. Have we got any questions or comments? Anyone want to make any comments? Give me some. I appreciate the encouragement that I've been getting from people. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. But part of this concept and the part of the reason why we're live streaming this is that we want you to get involved. So if you feel like you've got a question about anything reasonably associated to what you're currently watching, put it in the comments of whichever social media platform you're using, and my man Ronald in the studio will feed it through back to me so that we can get those questions answered. Please like and subscribe. I'll try not to say that too often, but it is super important to what we're doing. So okay, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and then I'll start up again. I think we're about a quarter of the way up. It's a little bit of a climb. I said I was going to be up there in 20 minutes. I better get a move on. Okay, let's go. That was a nice little break and a bit of an excuse to have some water as well. It's one of those things, I don't know if anyone else is a hiker, it's very tempting not to drink when it's raining because you kind of think, oh, I'm wet enough. I don't need water. I can absorb it through osmosis through the top of my skull. But I haven't. I've been told that that's not how it works. Stay tuned, people. My first spectacular fall is imminent, I do believe. This is some slippery mud. I've seen quite a few people fall on this path in this type of weather. It's very easy to do. Once saw a couple of people coming down in Converse All-Stars with sort of, you know, flat bottomed, not a lot of grip on them. And I thought, oh, they're going to go skating any moment. And they were a couple, young couple, very cute, but they insisted on holding hands all the way down. I sort of thought, well, if one of them falls over, I guess that's commitment for you. If you're going to fall over, I'm going to fall over with you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm being told that we do have some network issues, but that's to be expected. We're on the side of a hill. So if you're weird... Morning. I think there might be a doggo coming down. Someone's calling. Oh, there he is. Oh, isn't he cute? Come on, you can pass me. Don't be scared. It's probably the rig. Yeah. I think animals look at this ridiculous thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, there you go. So you can see in the distance Denby's Winery, and it might give you some kind of a clue about the incline of the steps that are going up as well. But okay, let's carry on. Okay, I might have to call. Ooh. Oh no, it's still there. I thought I'd lost you, Ronald. Still there, good. Okay, can you feel it, people? The Box Hill lookout. Oh, it may not be as close as I thought. I was hoping it was going to be just around the corner, but I think we've got a few more stairs to cover. A little bit of a lookout. You see more of the town there. I'm terrible. I can't remember the name of the town that Box Hill is next to. It's a train station that I've only used a dozen times. Why should I be expected to remember the name of it? So, whew. I appreciate this little flat spot. I'm going to, you can have a stationary shot until I get my breath back. Oh, okay. It's a rather daring soul running down with the assistance of water trekking poles, though. Very sensible. Oh, we're nearly at the top, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks. Okay, so we're very close. You feel the anticipation. I'm really pleased because it means I don't have too many more of those steps to go up. And you're going to see a lot more English people coming up because this is where they seem to gravitate. There's a rather nice food and souvenir shop here as well. We can get a lovely cup of coffee. And just like the rest of the Western world, the Brits don't run a cup of coffee, although they're famous for drinking tea. Ooh. Always shut the gate. Ooh. Okay, and here we are. We're not at the main lookout, but you might be getting a little bit of a preview about what we're going to see from the main lookout. It's somewhere in the distance. I'm not sure in which direction. London is there, but you may not see it today because it's far from ideal weather conditions for that type of thing. So they do have gates here because occasionally you see livestock around here, though not often. A lot of hiking, if you decide to come hiking in Britain, you will be crossing a lot of agricultural land. So there's something in Britain called the right to roam. So if you can prove that there's been a way route or an old trading route or a walking route or a route that was used by everyone to get from here to there, and it just so happens that it passes through private property now, there's laws to say that the protections of people to keep using those thoroughfares is enshrined in law. So I think about 10 years ago, I'm going to get all of this wrong, but what they were saying was that there was sort of a moratorium on claiming these routes, and so they were encouraging people to sort of send in their local routes that they know walkers go on in order to have them protected for perpetuity. So I don't know how many thousands of miles of walking tracks go through private property, but the landowners don't have any choice. You're allowed to go through there. And there are times where you'll be walking and you'll literally pass someone's sort of front door in the farm. The tops of hills, Okay, welcome back. We are at the top of Box Hill, and I have never, ever, in the dozens of times that I've been to Box Hill, ever seen it empty. Apparently, British people have decided they don't like the rain after all, and they'd rather stay dry. I wonder how many people there will be sipping cups of coffee under shelter at the little shop a short distance from here. So I'm going to go up and give you a little bit of a look of the monument here, and from memory it gives you directions for different destinations near and far, as these things seem to do. So okay, so in grateful remembrance of Leopold Solomon of Norbury Park, who gave Box Hill to the nation in 1914. Interesting. So we have the town of Reigate, 5 miles that way. Gatwick, one of London's airports, is 8 miles. Brockham, fairly close. I think you probably can see Brockham in the distance there. That's Brockham, a reasonably small village. Devil's Dyke is 25 miles from there. I can see it. If you can see a straight line there, you should see a fairly clearly marked sort of separation of the trees there, and that, I believe, is Devil's Dyke, although that's not 25 miles away. That must only be a couple of miles away. Chanctonbury Ring, 24 miles. Leith Hill, so there's a reasonably sized hill over there, and that's one of the Surrey 3 peaks. Dorking is just 1 mile, and that was a town that I couldn't remember the name of, so it's Dorking is the local town to Box Hill. Hindhead is 18 miles. You'll have to use your imagination, but on almost any other day you will see people sitting down, enjoying the view, having some food and wine, children and dogs jumping about everywhere, but not today. It's very quiet. It's almost eerily quiet. I'm wondering whether I took you to the right place. So good morning. So what's going on? Okay, welcome back. We're heading towards the car park and the tourism centre, which has a coffee shop. If they're open, there's some cars about. Maybe there's people up here. I'm very suspicious of this place not having so many people. I've never seen it like this. So if you're tempted to come back to Box Hill, I promise that you will see the occasional human being. In fact, more than the occasional human being, you'll see a lot of them. It's a very, very popular place. What is going on? Okay, if they're open, I'm going to go in and have a coffee, and I might even ask the people Okay. Okay, we're coming up to the local, to the shop here. I might grab a coffee. There you go, humans. There's an ice creamery there. Now, apparently they've got very nice ice cream. It's not really an ice cream day today. I'm more tempted to grab a coffee. So I think that's what I'll do. Oop. Two cameras. All right. Hello. Could I get a flat white? That's everything, yeah, just the coffee, thanks.
That's having or take away?
To take away, please.
That's free.
Yeah, you're live on the internet. Do you want to be famous? Okay, so I'm grabbing a coffee, people. So, yeah. So, lots of yummy treats. I really shouldn't. Hi. Yeah, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Sorry? What was that, Ronald? Okay, the camera back at the people who are interested in the food. Okay. Okay. There you go. Lots of nice cakes. Yeah? Okay. All right. Good. Oh, and a roaring fire as well. Sorry. Don't mean to get in your way. So. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, coffee. All right, we're going to walk down the other side of Box Hill now. It's a little bit more open, and obviously the trek down is going to be easier on my legs and lungs than walking up those steps. So here we go. I do recall there's a very old building out the back here that has, God, this is terrible, some historical significance. So when we go past there, we'll have a bit of a look and I'll try and find out some more information for you. They're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that you're back. It is the most bizarre thing when you get to the top of a hill expecting unobstructed network access that we actually seem to lose it. And these things happen. I'm rejuvenating my energy with a coffee. The people in the shop were very interested to know what was going on, but also desperately trying to avoid being in my camera. They got a fairly good point. I don't think people should be forced to be on the internet if they don't want to be. But it's very difficult to IRL stream without occasionally forcing that on people. So here we go. Let's have a look and we'll find out what these buildings were about. I was mentioning them before. A last-ditch attempt to save the British Empire. So this was Box Hill Fort. So Caretaker's Cottage. So this was this might have been the Napoleonic War. Wow, okay. Box Hill Fort was built in the late 1800s during a crisis period in British history. It was part of the London Defence Scheme, literally the last ditch attempt to save the capital of the empire. So there was a fort here with lighting. You can't go in there these days. It's all shut off, and I don't think there's really a lot to look at. But I can go. Oh, let's have a bit of a look. I've never been through here exactly. So. Let's go back a bit. Anyone still watching? Okay, welcome back. We had a little bit of a network issue there, but we're back. And so if anyone's still tuning in, I'm going down the other side of Box Hill now. We're going to be finishing this walk in a little while. If you tuned in today and you enjoyed the content, I think you know what I'm going to say. It's to like, subscribe, and share so that we can get the word out. If you think this kind of content might be amusing, interesting, informative, entertaining to anyone that you know, please tell them about it. And I promise to bring you many more hikes. So a couple of things are happening in terms of the hike schedule. We're going to have a regular Wednesday hike where I'm going to, every week, tackle a brand new part of the Thames Path. Now the Thames Path is a 260-ish mile path that follows along the Thames, and the Thames is the river that runs through London. And so most people walk from the source of the Thames and then follow it all the way into London and then to the Thames barrier. I'm actually going to do it the other way around. So on Wednesday, I started at the Thames barrier, and if you look on our socials, wherever you're watching this, you might be able to see our live stream. You may also see that we had some technical difficulties, which I think we've improved greatly, and much to my relief. So the Thames Path series, every Wednesday, or pretty much every Wednesday that I can manage it when the rest of my life doesn't get in the way and make Wednesday an impossibility. So we're going to tackle a part of the Thames Path, and that's going to go on for quite a while, because if I'm only going to cover sort of 8 miles, and for those of you on metric, 8 miles is about 15 kilometres. If we're only, no, it's not. It's 13 or 14, and so we're going to go along the Thames Path, and we're going to do that. And so if you tune in soon, you'll see a lot of city landscapes. We're going to start from Greenwich this week, and I'm going to try and get to Tower Bridge. Now, Tower Bridge is the bridge that you most often see in promotional touristy pictures of London. A lot of people mistakenly refer to it as London Bridge, and they're quite disappointed when you show them what London Bridge looks like. It's a very inornate, austere, concrete, grey, dreary, but still very effective and useful bridge across the Thames, not too far away from Tower Bridge, but far less interesting and far less likely to be shown on tourist shots. So that's what we're going to do. So that's on Wednesday. If you want to come back on Wednesday at the same time as we started today, from Greenwich to London Bridge. And if you've never been to London, you'll see a little bit of central London from the south side of the river. And then on Saturday, I'm going to go to the Seven Sisters. Now, the Seven Sisters is on the south coast with the big white cliffs. It's likely to be fairly windy, and I'm a little bit apprehensive about how well we're going to be able to live stream there, because there's lots of hills to get in the way of mobile phone signals, but we'll give it a shot. So that's what we're doing on Saturday, and then moving forward from there, I'll try and put out a content calendar so that people can see what's coming up and see what might entertain them. So that's what we're doing there. We're going to go up to the Lake District, further up north in England. That's where the hills become a little bit more rugged, rather than these baby hills that you get in the south of England. And so we'll be going on a couple of hikes there. And then up to Scotland, to the Shetland Islands, very remote islands far off to the north of Scotland. It's almost Scandinavia, really. And we're going to have a coastal walk around there I'm going to be there with family, so while I'm there I'm going to fit in a little live stream so that you can come along on a coastal walk of that name again, Ronald? James Gray? James Green? James Green. Welcome to the live stream and thank you for liking what we're doing. I'm sure it's a little bit rough around the edges at the moment, but we'll get a system together. So if you want to come back and see more of this type of thing, just tune in at 10:30 UTC, that's London time, so you can figure it out for your local time zone. On Wednesdays and Saturdays we're going to try and do streams, and we'll go on a walk. Wednesdays will be the Thames Path series, and then on Saturdays we'll go to other places. So we're heading back down here, and I'm going to try and find a train station. Do you know what? I think I might end the live stream here. I'm sorry if that was rather abrupt. I'm really pleased for all of those people who've come along and joined in this hike. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments, please provide us some feedback, tell us what we can do better, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of, and we'll try to satisfy those requests. So I will sign off from here. My name's Andy, this is Hikarious, and you can follow us on different social media channels. So I hope that you tune in again soon. On Wednesday we'll be starting at Greenwich and we'll be going to Tower Bridge, so if you want to see a bit of central London walking, if you're interested in that, that'll happen at Wednesday at 10:30 UTC. And then on Saturday we'll be at the Seven Sisters on the coast, the rolling hills of the Seven Sisters and the White Cliffs. So signing off now. Ronald, if you want to stop this live stream at any moment. Thank you very much everyone. Andy signing off, and come along for the journey with us next time.